Okay, so you guys are going to be 5th grade students. What you know is your simple shapes like rectangle, square, trapezoid, rhombus, stuff that Taylor already talked about. And then you're going to know parallel and perpendicular, and then the vertices, sides, and then angles too. Alright, so how is everyone's day today? Good. Okay, so we're going to do a little refresher. Can everyone take out a piece of paper and then a pencil? Okay, so I'm going to ask you a shape. You're going to write it down and then you're going to hold it up. So can everybody draw a rectangle? Good. All right, what about a trapezoid? Good. Okay. And then one more. What about a rhombus? Can you guys draw a rhombus? Okay. Okay. All right. So, do you guys remember talking about parallel and perpendicular lines? Can somebody give me a definition of parallel lines? Yeah.
Two lines of the letter
Right. While I'm writing, think about perpendicular lines. Alright, what about perpendicular? Dan?
Lines that intersect to make 90 degrees.
Lines that intersect. So now, I'm going to hand out the worksheet. We're going to dive a little bit deeper. We're going to go beyond parallel and perpendicular lines, and we're going to be talking about parallelograms. So parallel is the base word for parallelograms. If you already know what parallelogram and quadrilaterals mean, don't say it right now, but you can say it when you get into your groups. So I'm going to hand out these worksheets. There's a back side here too, but it's the same exact thing. Just printed on two sides. Okay, so together we're going to take a look at what you're about to do before I put you in groups. So on the top of this sheet is a note section. There's going to be a parallelogram, both, and quadrilaterals, like you'll see in the Venn diagram. Can anybody tell me what a Venn diagram means? Taylor? Yes. So, Venn diagram, like you're going to see already on the floor, it's going to look like this. What goes in the middle of a Venn diagram? Similarities from what? From what are you looking for? From both sides. So this would be the both. And then be just like a number 1 category and a number 2. And it would be both. So just number 1 characteristics, just number 2 characteristics, and then both. Both 1 and 2 characteristics fall under here. But for right now, when you get into your groups and go down to your activities to your own Venn diagram, you're going to just be looking at the parallelogram and the quadrilateral side because there's nothing going to be in the both section. Okay? And then you're going to take notes from what you see from the shapes listed in both parallelograms and quadrilaterals, and you're going to just take notes. So what do you see under the parallelogram side? What do you see under the quadrilateral side? Once you've finished your notes, then you're going to fix the Venn diagram and then add the both section. So look at the shapes and determine if they meet the requirements for both parallelograms and quadrilaterals. I'll be walking around too if you need help. So first, you're just going to write what you see on the Venn diagram right now for the characteristics, and then you're gonna change your Venn diagram or fix it. So you guys can just be through. And then you guys. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions before you start?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
These are. And then they don't have.
No, like, on an angle. Like, on point to point, yeah.
Okay.
So what specific characteristics does the parallelogram have? They have in that section. What about your quadrilateral side?
They don't have to have parallel sides.
Okay. You guys are gonna work on your full section. So what about you guys? When you have parallelograms, what specific characteristics are just parallelograms?
We said, all the sides are parallel, so two sides are parallel. Two to two.
Right, right.
4 sides. Most of them have, or all of them have 4 sides.
So this group brought up a good point too. They said that two pairs of sides have to be parallel in order for it to be a parallelogram. So if I was looking at this trapezoid right here, these are the one pair and then this is two pairs. So it's going to be opposite from each other. The top and the bottom are parallel, but the sides are not going to be parallel. So this would not be a parallelogram.
Some have one side.
You just have to rearrange it to be good. So now you rearrange. Yep. So now you're going to put
Somehow, not all.
Okay. Are you guys done with the note section for the parallelograms? Okay. Then you can fix the Venn diagram. So then fix it so then you have a both section. So think of the characteristics that match both parallelogram and yeah.
Or no, that one says, like, one of those is parallel, but it's only one set.
Does it have to be one side or does it have to be two?
Well, to be a parallelogram. But we're just gonna use, like, they both have, like, similar characteristics, so like, parallel lines be You just switch the shape. Yeah. Because they don't have parallel, it's got parallel lines. Yeah, because the thing that's similar about all of these. Is that they have four vertices, four sides, and
You guys are done now?
four sides.
Are you guys almost done? Yes, okay. So we're gonna come back together, you guys can just sit on the floor or wherever you are. So why isn't there any more shapes in the parallelogram side? Are all parallelograms quadrilaterals? Is that what it's saying to us? Yeah. What about is all quadrilaterals parallelograms?
No.
Why not? Right, right. So, we have this shape in the quadrilateral side. Okay. So, we're going to look at this shape. So, if you guys want to take that one out real quick, because you guys have it in the both section, just look at it for 1 second. Parallelogram. So, you guys said that it has to have parallel sides. Okay. So, is this side and this side parallel?
Yeah.
What about is this side and this side parallel?
No, the reason we put it in the both.
Because of, yeah, right. So, yeah, that's a tricky one, but for this instance, we're saying for the both, it has to be both a parallelogram and
Okay.
so then, therefore, this would now be a parallelogram. Right. It would just be a quadrilateral because both 2 pairs have to be parallel. Okay. So that was a little misconception. Alright, so now that you know that parallelograms have to have 2 sets of parallel sides, what does a quadrilateral have to have in order for it to be quadrilateral? Okay, 4 sides. And for angles and for vertices, right? So, do all the shapes have 4 sides? Right. Do all the shapes have 4 vertices? And 4 angles? Right. Are all the shapes sides parallel? No. Right. So now we're going to get into the definitions part, which is in the middle of your worksheet. So as a group, you're going to come up with a definition for a parallelogram, and you're going to come up with a definition of a quadrilateral.
That has 2 sets of parallel.
That didn't make sense.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, I would have put it in there too. Yeah, you can do both parallelogram and quadrilateral. Oh, you guys are done. Okay, does anybody want to share their definition of a parallelogram?
A shape that has 2 sets of parallel lines.
Okay. Is there something we could add to a parallelogram definition? Yeah.
I said a shape that has 4 straight sides and 2 sets of parallel lines.
Right. Yep. What about the sides? How many sides? Did you say how many sides they had? 4 straight sides. Okay. And then what about a quadrilateral definition? Anybody want to share? Yeah.
A shape that has 4 straight sides.
4 straight sides, right. Do all the sides have to be parallel? one side be parallel? Yeah. But that doesn't make it a parallelogram, right? Why doesn't that make it a parallelogram if we only have one set of parallel sides? We have to have two, right? Alright, so now we're going to use a geoboard. Each group is going to get three. Oh, and some rubber bands. Okay, so on the geoboards, we're going to do one of the geoboards per group is going to be an example, or you can make it in the rubber bands. It's of a shape that is an example. So it's neither a parallelogram or a quadrilateral. It's something that's completely different. And then the other two in your group are going to be something that you can add. So it can either be both, it can be a quadrilateral, or it can be a parallelogram. So you have one example, and then two examples that you can put in your Venn diagram.
Sure. Boy.
Alright, and then if it's an example, put it in the spot on the Venn diagram where it belongs. And then on the bottom of your worksheet, you have a little part, where is that worksheet go? You have a little part that says, I created these shapes. So you're going to put your group shapes, you're going to draw them in there, and then you're going to label them. So you're going to label whether it was a parallelogram, whether it was both, whether it was a quadrilateral, which we all know that if it's a parallelogram, it should also be a quadrilateral, so it would be both, or if it's a non-example, so if it doesn't match up to the quadrilateral characteristics. Yeah. So when you guys are done, you can write on this board what you just drew so then the whole class can see. And then we can determine as a class what the category is going to be under. Yeah. Yeah. Just draw what you made. Yeah, whenever you guys are done, you can go up to the board. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't label it out there. You can just.
Are we supposed to
Yep. Just draw what you made. And a couple more up there. All of them are in six, so one more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same shape?
Yeah,
Okay. So we're going to go from this side. What would this be under? Would it be parallelogram? Sorry, not parallelogram. It would be both. Parallelogram and quadrilateral. Or quadrilateral, just quadrilateral, or neither. Both. Why would it be both? Okay, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. it a quadrilateral? But then we also need to think, is it a parallelogram too? Which it is, because this bottom and this bottom side are parallel, and then this side and this side are parallel. Okay, what about this one? Neither. Why? Right, it has 5 sides. So we can say that it's not a quadrilateral because quadrilateral has to have 4 sides, and because it's not a quadrilateral, it would not be a parallelogram. Because all parallelograms are quadrilaterals. And then what about the shape? Oh. Find the both. 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vertices, right? And then 4 angles too. And then these are parallel, and then these are parallel. What about this one right over here? Either. Why would it be either? 3 sides. We all know that quadrilaterals have 4. What about this one? Okay.
This one's, it should be more.
Okay, so these two are parallel, and then these two. So it would be both. It would be both a quadrilateral, which would make it, sorry, it would be a parallelogram, which would make it a quadrilateral. So it would be both. Okay. You guys can go back, sorry. You guys can go back to your seats so you can save everything that is happening. Okay. So now does somebody want to tell me one thing they learned about only parallelograms on this Venn diagram? If two sides of parallel. Okay. And then what about quadrilaterals? Only quadrilaterals. Dan?
They don't have to have parallel sides, they can have one set or no.
Right. They don't have to have parallel sides. They can have one. What do they have to have in order for them to be considered a quadrilateral? Yep, 4 straight sides. 4 straight sides. So the term quad, the root word, means 4, so it's 4 sides. So that's a little something that you can remember. And for parallelograms, if you guys look at something that you can distinguish between them two, is you see these 2 lines right here? They kind of look like sides. So if you put the 2 sides together, like, sorry, I should probably keep my notes. In parallelogram, these are the 2 L's, so they're parallel with each other. That's that's how I remember them. And then what about both? What can both of them have?
4 sides.
They can both have 4 sides.
4 angles.
4 angles.
4
What's another?
vertices.
Is that it? Is it okay. Last thing. So, staying in the regular, this works. Okay, so first when you're looking at a shape, you're going to think in your head, is this a quadrilateral? Because the quadrilateral is a big picture. So, I'm going to look at the sides. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it's a quadrilateral. Then I'm going to look a little bit deeper. Is it a parallelogram too? So I'm going to draw these 2 sides. that parallel?
Mhm.
Okay. Mm. What about those two sides? So yeah, it would be considered, what would the shape be considered? Would it be considered just parallelogram?